Welcome back to part 2 of Doubtfire. We're going to pick up here about... If Robin Williams really cared about his kids, he would not have been fucking around as much as he did. Like when he goes and talks to the court liaison, and we get essentially what is...
It's a job placement thing where they're like, well, what are you good at so we can find you a job? And
Robin just starts riffing. He's riffing.
He's ripping and riffing.
He's all over the place.
I saw in the trivia that when this was recorded, they would put 3 cameras on Robin Williams and just let him go.
That's disgusting.
And they said that there was enough content that they could have done an NC-17 cut of it.
I was just gonna say, like, my issue with this part is that he says I do voices, not I was a voice actor and I do voice acting jobs. Just I do voices, and then that prompts her to go, you do voices, and then he just fucking riffs forever.
Ooh, yeah, like it's. They do that a lot. I think I counted 3 different occasions where they just let him go.
Yeah.
This being the first one and the most annoying because he does some stuff that would come off as like not appropriate nowadays.
He does like a lot of funny foreign guy accent.
Yep.
And it's not super cool.
No. He does. Yeah, he does that a couple of times too.
Yeah, but the hot dog, man.
Yeah. I'm going to do an impression of a hot dog, and then he stiffens up. He's a wiener.
Fucking kill me.
But it's like he needs a job so that he can get his kids back. And you would think that he would take it seriously or care more. I don't know.
And this is kind of like throughout the whole movie where he's dicking off pretty hard even though you shouldn't be dicking off because you want to get your kids back. It's fucking irresponsible.
Yeah. Because again, like, if she asks you, what are your skills or talents, you don't say, I do voices, because that sounds kind of serial killery. You just say, I have experience as a voice actor. That is what you say if you're serious about things and you fucking actually want to make an effort to get your kids back.
There's a clip in the trailer where they show him doing some of these voices, and she says something like, do you think you're funny? And he's like, I did until this day. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, thanks for bringing that to my attention. Oh, oh.
Really, like, you led someone into giving you an invitation to deliver your fucking spiel, and they did not find it funny. Just quit.
Oh yeah, if you're not gonna laugh at that first voice,
if they say you're not funny, what you're doing is inappropriate, most people would just stop, but not Daniel.
Well, Daniel's a special breed. He
won't take no for an answer. That's Daniel.
Yeah, it's bad. So they eventually give him a job. They eventually give him a job as a, what is it, like a stock boy at a theater?
Yeah, which is like...
It's weird.
It's crazy because, like, I watched this with Christopher, who's an actor, and I put it this way, like, if you went to this job placement place and you were like, I'm an actor, I really like acting, and they were like, well, we can have you work in this film studio where they film shows and stuff, and to start off, you're gonna be, like, packaging films and sending them out in the shipping department. That's still fucking great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's a sweet gig for him, because I doubt the temp service has anything available in voice acting for children's cartoons, but...
Yeah, it's a start.
It's a sweet gig, and he's got a shit attitude about it.
It's a foot in the door, you know?
Yeah, he I'm assuming it's day one, starts smarting off at his boss. And I hate to circle back to it, but if you want your damn kids back, like he continuously says, you're not dicking around to the boss. Day one. Dude, I'm keeping my nose to the grindstone.
He's a smart ass to everybody.
And it's just terrible. It's just terrible.
So yeah, he doesn't really get along with his boss at the film studio. The next scene is him having dinner with his kids, and the apartment is a shithole.
They're eating, like, Well, I love
cold
Chinese food.
Yeah, but it's like cold Chinese food served out of like I don't know.
The carton. They're eating it right out of the carton.
A hobo's bindle. He's dragged a trash can into the house and is feeding them from it.
I would just like to point out that before this, we have seen Robin Williams' character like talking to his brother and his brother's husband, because they are homosexual and it's established, and like he's just staying there until he can find a place. So like the wife took the kids, kicked him out and all that shit. So like he got nothing out of the divorce to make him more sympathetic, right? But this is kind of the thing that like really pissed me off about the apartment scene, is because it's established that he has not, like he was just booted out with like no help finding a place, so he had to do that all on his own, which fair enough. But his place is a mess because this is the first time they're visiting. They make reference to this is the first time they are at that house. So
apartment.
It's a shit apartment. There's like stuff and boxes all over the place.
If it wasn't for the fact that he lived in it, it would be a fine apartment.
It would be, but like the walls are all dirty and shit. But like he's only been there for less than a week, presumably.
Yeah.
And then the mom shows up, honks the horn outside, and the kids are like, "Oh well, let's go hang out with mom now because she's here to pick us up." And then Robin Williams like fucking snaps.
Sally Field shows up an hour early to pick up her kids, and this is where he
snaps before that.
Yeah.
When it's just him and the kids, they say something like, "Mom's coming to pick us up in a little bit," and he's like, "Well, you're my goddamn kids too," and he's slamming the table.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Yeah.
So he like kind of has the kids almost hostage at this point. He's like, "No, sit down at the table. We're gonna eat." And then like the wife comes in, and this is the thing that pissed me off, is she just like looks around at his like dirty hovel, like where he's at an entry-level position, had less than a week to find an apartment, but did, so that he could get the visitation. And then she's like really snobbish about it, even though she knows she makes all the money, and like she does start some shit.
I'm on the other side of this fence.
I'm not joining your camp.
Daniel's a piece of shit.
He is.
If you are told get an apartment and you're a 50-year-old man, you can't do it, then fuck you.
She's also still scrubbing goat piss out of the living room carpet.
So, you know what? If you only have your kids for one day a week and you're a stuck boy at the theater, then you've got time to you got time to fuck with to put your
and really he could have said
you can pick up the staples at Meijer.
He could have taken them out to dinner or something and just said, "My apartment's trashed. It's not ready to have people over or have my kids here."
Yeah,
but like we've talked time and time again that he did quit his job. I'm not arguing that he's a good person. I'm just arguing that they're both taking petty, shitty jabs at each other.
Dude,
I don't know.
I know where you stand, Jonah. You're dressing up as Doubtfire. Jonah said you're going to be the Doubtfire sympathizer
apologist.
Here. You are. He did nothing wrong. Doubtfire did nothing wrong.
Hashtag.
You're getting your own hashtag. Hashtag Doubtfire did nothing wrong.
I'm just saying that she's an not equally shit, but
she walks in the apartment and he's like, "What a lovely Dances with Wolves motif." Like,
no, because he's a dickhead back. They're both shit.
He would be like living with Chris Kattan or Andy Dick or Robin Williams. Any of these horrible options where it's, I don't know, you walk in and he's like, "Nice sweater, fuck face," and it's just like, dude, I'm gonna fucking shank you. Like, I divorced you so I don't have to deal with your Aladdin bullshit anymore.
No, yeah, you're right. This is at this point we learn that Sally Field's character, the wife, is putting out an ad for a nanny. How does this exactly play out? Does the kids distract her and he gets the ad?
He asks her to see it because he's interested. He's like, "Oh well, I could still see my kids every day. I could do it." and you could pay me to see my kids, and I'll.
No,
come to
he
your
was saying
guys'
he'd
place.
do it for free.
Oh, was he saying?
Yeah,
that?
I was like, I'll do it for free. You ain't got to pay anyone. Just fucking let me be with my kids.
So,
and she was like, no, I'd rather pay someone
Dude, 'cause
to,
it's
to
like,
not be with you.
If one of the kids came home with a tattoo, it wouldn't be out of the question.
Yeah.
For him, I feel like I wouldn't want him watching my children on a regular basis.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
But it happens regardless of how she
It
feels.
does happen
But,
regardless.
So she, against her better judgment, like hands over to the ad to him that she's going to submit to the paper, and then he alters the number so that people are calling the wrong number.
The little girl from Matilda comes home all shrooming, and he's, it's from the earth, it's fine.
Oh god. So Robin Williams is harassing his wife because he
Ex-wife.
changes the phone number of her ad so he can sabotage this.
Yeah.
Well, what Robin Williams films were before this? Was Jumanji before this?
No, I think this
Jumanji was after.
Jumanji.
What's before Robin Williams? Because Robin Williams was big before this. Like aside
Aladdin? Was Aladdin
from,
before this?
I bet you Aladdin was.
Good
And
Morning
it's-
Vietnam, maybe.
Yeah, Good Morning Vietnam for sure. Mork and Mindy.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy was
It's like-
before everything.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so there's also this thing, I don't know if we've talked about it before or not, but it's like Robin Williams playing children in the bodies of men, or I feel like Doubtfire's kind of like that because it's like him in disguise, but like Jack, he plays
A little
child.
kid trapped in a grown man's mind.
And there's some like uncomfortable sexual stuff in that.
Yeah.
It's bad and I hate it, and it has this same like schmaltzy feel-goodery bullshit tried to, like, I don't know,
We
cover
might
up
have-
the darker side of it.
We may have to visit Jack. I've seen Jack.
I
You've
would.
seen
You know
Jack.
Bill Cosby's in
No.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know Bill Cosby's in it. Have you
Yeah,
seen
I've
it?
seen it.
Not great. It's more of it's rough.
It's bizarre.
It's almost like a Robin Williams version of Precious.
But it's like
because you
Jumanji.
don't know how you feel about this. Like
Yeah.
at least when I
Yeah.
saw it, and I was kind of younger because I saw it within the first 5 years of its existence, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this.
Yeah, it's Robin Williams in the body of like an 8-year-old boy, and
Yeah.
he like attends the 3rd grade, and then they show him in the future, and he's like graduating from high school, and he's like 90.
Yeah.
So he's going to die any day, but he graduated high school. If I lived a short life like that, and my whole life was just high school, I would have preferred to
Die.
yeah, just pull the plug, dude. If that's all you get is high school, Jesus Christ.
Fucking. Well, yeah.
I mean, just let him play Call of Duty till he's dead, or
No, the kids are playing Fortnite now.
yeah, he could play Fortnite till he's dead.
You play that Fortnite?
It'd be like 10 years.
Fuck Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
Nope.
No?
Never touched it.
We're not getting into Fortnite because fuck Fortnite. So he is sabotaging these phone calls as faux nannies to Sally Field. And then he lands on a persona I guess he really dug into, and
He calls her and starts doing the English lady, and I
Uh-huh.
think he says something like, "Now I go in screaming for the kill," or something.
oh
like
yeah,
that.
and now we go in for the kill.
Predatory. And he starts talking like an old English woman. It's like he gave no thought to his persona before getting on the phone, because he starts saying he's a British nanny and he's great and she can totally trust him. And she's like, "Well, what's your name?" And he looks around, sees a newspaper, and he says, "What?"
Doubtfire, dear. I did that terrible.
Park rapist.
Now do that to you.
Whatever-
Is that your persona?
Whatever headline is on the
Mrs.
newspaper becomes her name.
That's this park rapist.
That's like that sociopathic, impulsive, like, he didn't even think of a name before he went on the phone.
Yes, seriously. Like, that's how little prep work went into this.
Just like a dark determination and a devil-may-care attitude. He's gonna see your children no matter what you say.
Mrs. Triple Homicide.
What? I mean,
Tragic fire!
Did children.
Euthanasia rampant.
Trump wins election.
Trump wins. Trump wins.
Mrs. Trump wins.
So he's came up with this persona, and now he's came up with this persona, and now he has to create it.
He goes to his brother's house. He says, "Make me a woman."
Yeah.
And he loves the idea.
Oh yeah, he what's the exact line? I've been waiting years for you to tell me that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm so
Well,
happy
because
for
his
you.
brother knew he was gonna snap in some way, and just hoped that this would be the way.
His brother and his brother's husband like had a fucking pool on it, and he's like,
and mom, Daniel snapped finally.
I won the pool.
Also, point. That actor plays like his brother.
Yeah.
Why is he always talking to his mom in movies? Because
he does.
Independence Day, he's on the phone with his mom.
Ma.
Is it like a Jewish thing?
I think it is like
a
Jewish thing.
And he's like a typecast, maybe.
Yeah. I think a lot of this stuff is like Robin Williams wanted to make gay jokes. Robin Williams wanted to make jokes about Jewish people. Robin Williams wanted to make jokes about transgender people. He wanted to make a bunch of homophobic jokes, and it's just like how do we tie a pretty ribbon around this?
A family movie.
I want to.
Fox gave him the tools to do it.
I want to turn a hate crime into a family movie.
Yeah. It's because it's the love for his kids,
Yeah,
that, like drives
all
him
for
to
love.
do these things.
Join us for part 3 of Mrs. Doubtfire, where we watch Daniel's dark descent into Doubtfire.